Hi, this is my first video, and I did already film this one time, but I did it the opposite way. So if you turn the screen, it would look kind of weird, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm reshooting the entire thing. But my name is Liz, if you couldn't get from Liz Rants. But basically this channel is kind of just dedicated to, I have ADHD, so I rant, so I get really hyperfixated on things. And I usually don't have much people to talk to because it's usually either things that people around me haven't seen or that some people just haven't seen. So this is kind of a safe space where y'all can rant, I can rant. Y'all can also comment down below things that you want me to like do a video about or rant about, and I will research to the best of my abilities. You can also comment down below things that I might not be able to find through Google or whatever. Also, I am going to be talking about comics, but I'm not going to be mentioning any spoilers in this video. I will do reviews on series or comics that I have read the entire thing through, and I will warn you if there are spoilers for it. It's kind of hard to do a review without a spoiler, for me at least, so count on it being a spoiler unless I explicitly say no or explicitly say yeah, that it has spoilers, or no, it does not. So just always listen to that beginning, and I will usually include it like in the title. That also includes like everyone in the comments. Just don't like spoil things for people, and if you like want to talk about the things that are spoiled, just like, hey, this has spoilers. That's all you need to do. But yeah. Just so you know, my pronouns are she and her. And I am a minor, just so y'all know, because I hate it because YouTube doesn't have like bios, so I can't just put, because like in my TikTok account, which if you want to go follow it, it's bitch who rants, and I have she her, I rant about comics and stuff, and minor in all capitals, but I can't do that on here, which makes me so mad. But I'm gonna go start going through my comics, and I got a fat stack. I think I have over 30 so far, but I've only gone to my comic book store 3 times, and I've gotten about 10 every time. But these comic books are also incredibly cheap, and I usually get them from the $1 pile. Okay, so here we have my Nightwing comic, which I know a lot about Superman, and like I know a little bit about Robin. But I don't really know about like Jason Todd or Dick Grayson or like Nightwing, Red Hood, whatever. I don't know much about them, and I kind of want to learn about them a little bit more because they seem really interesting. I've just never been able to like get my hands on something that I could count on for getting information about them. Sorry, my blanket's in the way. And then I have a Robin comic. Sorry, lighting's bad. And then I have a Robin comic. And also my comics are kind of out of order, so you might see like one and then a few and then like another one of the same character. That's just kind of how I do things. And then we have a Superman comic, which at the entire point I got it is because it has a poster inside. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So now we have the Eden series. The Eden series, I would like cry if this got made into a movie. Like, that's how much I like it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like, my lighting is just not the best. I don't have professional lighting. I'm using my lamp, but you know, we do what we gotta do. But I would cry if this was made into a movie series because this is so good. So basically the entire premise, and don't worry, this doesn't have any spoilers. The entire premise is Nita, her son Avion got kidnapped, and she's trying to find him along with, let me check his name just one more time. I'm trying to find the monsters. Klaatu, that's what I thought. Klaatu, who is an alien of the same race who took over Earth and stuff. But it's basically the entire thing is her, Christian, and Klaatu trying to find Avion, because the alien army kidnapped him. Okay. Oh, and then we have, see, I told you they were going to be out of order. Told you. I know myself too well. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we have my other 3 Nightwing ones. And this is one of my favorite covers. I don't know why. I especially like his hair. And I told my friend he should get his hair cut like that. But he didn't want to. So I'm really depressed about that. But I also like this one because of the monster on it. I don't know. I like the monster sort of look. That's why I like Venom so much. Okay, and then we have my 2 other Robin comics, which again, I don't know much about Robin. I know some, but I don't know much about him. I don't know as much about him as I know about like Harley Quinn, which you will be able to tell from how I talk about her, because I've watched the movies, and I've read a few comics. I'm not an expert by any means, but. And then we have this Black Panther one that has a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. At the top, it says "Rest in Power," and it says 1976 to 2020. I'm so sad that he died. That just does not feel real. But this is Killmonger, and this looks like something like Venom. But also, I've never read a Black Panther comic. I saw the movie, but I didn't read the comics. So the thing is, with comics, it's make-believe, so you don't have to, like, and you can draw anything you want, but, like, in movies, they sometimes have to cut out details so that they can actually make it without it being, like, $1 bajillion, with it being reasonable and still look good and still entertaining. And then we have my Harley comics. These are not my only Harley comics. You will see that. But these are 4 from the same series. This is one of my favorites because I really liked her stripes socks. Sorry, my reflection is getting caught on the thing. But I like her striped socks. And then I really like this one because of the cape. The cape, I don't know if I can see her in anything else but a cape now. Because look at this outfit. I love it so much. And then we have this one, which she looks scared. She just looks like she's used to it. And then Harley's just like, ah. Harley's just kind of like, whoop. And then we have this, which is like an older version of Harley and a newer version of Harley. And you can see the differences. Like, she has a bat, and she has her mallet, and then she has a grenade, and she has a gun. You can also tell from, like, her hair is out, her hair is not. She doesn't wear a mask. Shows a lot more skin, whatever. But I really like that one because it shows the comparison of her and her older self. And then these are called Captain Marvel and the Carol Corps. I'm not sure exactly what these are about. I'm just not fully confident in what these are about. But I do really like Captain Marvel, and my comic store, from what I can tell at least, doesn't have a bunch of them. So I saw Captain Marvel and I was like, ooh, gimme. Okay. So this is part of the Harley Quinn Harley gang. Gang Harleys, sorry. Gang Harleys comics, and these I would suggest checking out because they have a bunch of different ethnicities. They have Jewish, Chinese, Hispanic, Indian, and Black. I think that's all they have, but that's pretty wide range because they could have easily just made them all white and like one Black person. But they actually took the time to, and they didn't actually make them like stereotypes. But they also all use different like weapons. Like, she has a machete. No, she has a gun. She has a machete. She has a grenade. But it just shows how, like, even though they all have the same, like, style about them, they're also in, like, different colors. But even though they have the same style about them, they're still very different in, like, the way they fight and the way they just, like, fight crime. Well, not fight crime, but, like, do stuff. It shows that they're kind of, even though they look the same, they're in their own individual person. This is the Harley Quinn Little Black Book series. I'm sorry, I mumble. I got ADHD. And this is Lobo. And I love how Harley Quinn's just, like, not bothered at all by this ginormous man sitting next to her. And she's just, this reminds me of that one TikTok audio where it's like, he's a serious threat to our mission. He's just a baby. Hi, baby. That's what it reminds me of. Because he literally has a chain, like an actual chain, wrapped around his forearm. What the heck? Oh, also, sorry if you hear, like, a little bell in the background. I got a deaf cat, and she does not know that the toy has a bell inside of it. And she does it so late at night. I might have said this earlier in this video. I'm not sure if I said it in the first take or not. But, again, this is the 4th Harley's Black Book, and it is featuring Bombshells, which I don't know what that is exactly. It might be her, or it might be the people in the back. I'm not fully positive because I have not gone to that series yet. I started on the Harley Gang series, or Gang Harleys, whatever, but I did not start on this one. Okay, this is Zatanna. Zatanna has her own comic book series, but and I'm trying to find it, and I might, even though my comic book store has, like, over 1,000 comics, it is still a very small store, so, like, I know the owner, which sounds really a-holy of me, I know, but, like, I go in there, I've been in there 3 times in, like, the past week, and then eventually one of the employees just said, "Oh, it's you again," and I was like, "Hi," and, they also can, like, get special comics, like, shipped and give it to me. They would, in fairness, they would be a little bit more expensive, but, like, maybe $5 each at most. But that would probably not happen. And then we have this pairing. This is Green Lantern, and we have Harley Quinn and Green Lantern. I love Green Lantern, and I love Harley so, so, so much. I love both of them. And I love how, like, his is just kind of giving a thumbs up, and hers is just, like, into the butt. And I also love her little horns. I really like that. And Green Lantern is just like, okay. He just looks over it. And then we have the first edition of Harley's Little Black Book, and it has Wonder Woman, and they switch costumes, which I think is so cool. Not something I knew I needed. And then, okay, I am not well-versed in the X-Men universe. I'm well-versed in, like, Marvel and the Arrowverse. And, like, Superman and Batman. But I'm not really... I saw one movie when I was, like, 6. So, I saw part of a movie when I was, like, 6. So, I don't really know much about them. I know, like, Angel and... I'm blanking. I'm blanking so hard. Silver Speeder? I don't know. Silver something. Petro or Peter. I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry. Peter. Whatever Peter's called. I'm not that smart. And I know, like, Angel and Wolverine. Those are really the only people who I solidly can name. Okay, and then we have 2 other ones in the Gang Harleys one. And, it sounds so weird when I talk like this. I don't know why. But it does, so it's kind of funny. But, and I love how they are all just kind of, like, fighting her. But I especially love how he's just like, Jesus Christ. I love how he's just, like, struggling low-key. But, like, he's still, like, okay. Okay, this one. This is called Voices of Pride. And I highly suggest anyone in the LGBTQ community to pick it up. This does not only highlight moments in the comics, or short comics of gay and lesbian and, like, MLM and, like, women loving women. It also highlights, like, trans women and trans guys and also, like, lesbian trans women and stuff like that. And it's really good to read for someone who's in the LGBTQ community, to read, because it really does make me at least feel kind of seen. And then we have a Miles Morales one. Why did my lighting just decide to screw over me? Okay, this is Miles Morales. I love him so much, but I've never read a comic about him. And this was the only one I could find, so, oh my gosh. Lighting, work. Sue me. But I really like this. And I like the simplicity of it, where he oh my gosh, lighting, I'm over here. Sorry. And then we have the last two in the Gang Harley's series. I got it right that time. But yeah. And I really like it because it highlights these three, at least the cover does. And this kind of shows you all of them. And it shows you kind of how much they've grown, because some of them are using different weapons than they did the first edition. Yeah. But that is the end of my little comic thing. Again, you can comment down below. You can rant in the comments about comics. I don't mind. And I will respond to every comment, unless I have like thousands, which is very much not likely. But and I will go back and forth with you about comics and like stuff like that, or even like movies, like Marvel movies, or like Harley Quinn movies. I have not seen many DC movies. I've seen a lot. I've seen almost all of the Marvel movies, and I've seen every single Harley movie, just for reference of where I am and stuff. And you can also recommend things for me to talk about, whatever, for me to do a review about. But yeah, so I hope y'all all had a great day, and love y'all. Mwah. Bye.